Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is a review of CHIRRP. CHIRRP is a putting mat that from here back looks like any other putting mat, but from here forward it's a whole lot different, like a lot different. I got this about a month and a half ago, and I got it just to do a review of because it looked cool, but then I've ended up using it every day since I've gotten it. So what really makes it different is from here up. And from here up, it has all these different sensors, so it can tell exactly where your ball went. And it communicates with your phone, or here I have it on a tablet. This is playing a game right now. So the powerful thing about this is that a lot of training aids that you get, I'll tell people like, hey, this is a really good training aid if you use it. This thing, you will use it. If you get it, you're gonna use it because it's just fun to do. But I think the best way to show you is just to start doing what I do every day. So this is called the Daily 30. So it gives you 30 putts. So it's got a 2, 4, 6, and 8 feet measured out. And it gives you 30 putts of 4, 6, or 8, all combined. And what you try to do is, here I'll do a first one. Too hard. What you try to do, see that was an 80 out of 100. 100 out of 100 would roll up here and land right in the center of this and stop right there. The super powerful thing that I never really thought about that the CHIRRP got me thinking about, I never really understood how important speed control is on short putts. I've always thought about 30 footers, 40 footers, things like that, like, okay, speed is the most important thing on those. But when you start getting to 8 footers, 6 footers, 4 footers, even 2 footers, like I'm like, okay, that's line. That's like line is the real thing there because you can make it at different speeds. But the thing is, even at these putts, just like they always, I think the most extreme example of this is at the Masters. At the Masters, you have to get the line right, but you have to match the line with a perfect speed, especially on those short putts, which makes it really tough. And that comes into play even on the courses that we play, because if you put it at the right speed, it opens the hole up so much more. So to get it to roll up here and stop right in the center of that dot is super, super difficult. And it's almost like an addictive challenge that gets you, let's see, gets you trying it again and again. All right, that time I went through the center and I stopped it just a little long, so for a bit higher score. So it'll go through and it'll give you your average. And the really powerful thing about this as well is that it shows you your tendencies. So they have a scatter plot map here that I'll go through. I'll show you right now. If I go here to stats, so it'll show the variance and the average of like where you are. So see this scatter plot? When I first started doing this, it was showing me that from 4 feet, I was consistently missing a little too hot and like a little too long and a little too left. And then as I got further away, I would miss more and more right. And then I started to think, that is actually how I miss on the course. Because a lot of times if this was just a hole, if it goes, it's just like a binary thing. Like if either it goes in or it doesn't, and you're happy if it goes in. But this, you're not just trying to make it, and it'll tell you if you make it or miss it. You're trying to absolutely pure it and get it to stop right in the center, just a little hot there, 87. And it gets you really starting to play it like a game. The gamification, I think, is the next wave of really good golf products, because there's things that give you feedback and there's things that you can train with, but if it doesn't have good gamification, then you're not gonna do it and it's not gonna be fun. And to me, like, because I love to putt and I love to play golf, so this is way more fun to me than the PlayStation. I'd rather do this. That was good. It really likes 95. It really likes when you get that really good speed, like just slightly short but centered is like, it's gonna give you a high score. And some days you just don't have it. And so you gotta be in here and you gotta figure out, what do I have to do? Now it's having me hit a 6 foot putter. 6 foot putt. What do I have to do to get this thing, more centered? And you really end up giving yourself a really good lesson, because this thing is not going to tell you, I made it, but I hit the back wall, so I know it's a little too hot, 85. This thing is not going to tell you how to stroke it. It's not gonna give you any tips on how to do it. It'll be up to you to figure out what to do. And it's got a dual mode, so which I really like to use with my son who's about to turn 10, because you can never get young kids to practice their short putting. And I'm the assistant coach at a college team, and it's even hard for us to get those kids to practice their putting. And if they do practice it, it's kind of like just going through the motions. This is like really engaged, focused, challenged practice that's a lot of fun, especially you're going up against each other. Our college team, they live in like, these dorms have this huge circle. So we'll get them doing putting games on this, and then the loser will have to go run like 2 laps around the circle. It's like a quarter mile. I've just been having, like, as you can see, like I can do this for like a long time. I've just been having a lot of fun doing this. And I've noticed some things. Oh, it's only slightly better. Yeah, 83. So if I notice that, if I think of this shadow of the swing happening before the actual physical putter catches up to it, it's much better. Let's try that again. It's a visualization thing, but if I can do that, that'll be a high score. 89, almost 90. It'll be really good. So let's go into another mode so that I can show you. So this thing is called the Hurricane. So if you don't have a lot of time, but you want to do something that's like a cool challenge to work on your game, this is it. So it gives you a random set of distances from 2, 4, 6, or 8, and it has these different length of putts. And what your goal is to make all 8 in a row and have your average at the end be over 90. All right, this is an opportunity. And they're going to be building out a big ecosystem where you can like play against other people online. I mean, they're supposed to anyway. All right, so that was a 90. So that brings my average above this. Ready? And what I was going to say is, you can tell it's just like, it's fun to do, and it's going to get you practicing. You can still do all the stuff that you do in your putting normally, your drills and things like that, but do it when you're trying to actually have some feedback and you're trying to make something. Because for me, when I go into the stats and I see that variance, it says a pro variance is like under 1 degree. So that's like a motivator for me. Like, I really want to get that. And I've noticed that, like, I always found myself like talking like, man, like I'm a good putter now, but I used to be really good. And I'm getting that back again. Like, I'm making a huge amount of putts on the course, and the anxiety level for the short ones is going like way down, and then the fun goes way up. And when you have less anxiety on those short ones, then it frees you up on those long legs or on chips or even on par 3s, where like sometimes you're hitting shots out there, and man, and you're like, I have to hit this to this in order to have a chance of making this next putt. Now I'm like, okay, if I hit it to inside of what the CHIRRP is, 8 feet or so, like I'm gonna have a really good chance of making it. I'll probably make it. So I talked to the owner, Nate, about this. He watches Be Better Golf. He's a subscriber for a long time, and they came out with this on Kickstarter, and it's been doing well. And he's gonna give Be Better golfers a special discount that I organized because I liked it so much. Like, I don't put anything training aid wise on the channel that I don't like, but I like this one. Really is my favorite thing for putting right now, because it'll get you doing it. And it's just like addictive to keep doing it. And it's a lot of fun. So he's gonna give Be Better golfers from now until Black Friday a really deep discount on it. And then after Black Friday, there'll still be a discount for Be Better golfers. If you see this video after Black Friday, it just won't be as deep. So if you go to the description of this video, there'll be a promo code for their website, or the Amazon link is just as good. There's a special Amazon link just for Be Better golfers that's in the description of this video. It's usually I say, like, if you get this and you use it, you're gonna get better. If you get this, you're gonna get better because you'll use it. All you have to do is use it one time. And if you're a golfer and if you're competitive, it's gonna, like, that gamification is gonna unlock that competitiveness in you, and you're gonna wanna do this a lot. When I was first doing it, I was surprised that my variance was like not as good as I thought it was. And I was missing left way more than I thought it was. And then after doing it for a while, I started to figure out some things to do in my swing to get the variance tighter, miss left less often. So thanks for watching, everybody. Click the subscribe button and follow the link below. Bye.